In a statement to Newsroom's Chief Justice Willie Mutunga told of government officials who have rubbished Tuesday's ruling by Judge Ombija issuing an arrest warrant for al-Bashir. Mutunga quotes Article 150 of the Constitution that calls for separation of the functions of the three arms of government, saying that the rule of law upon which the principle of constitutionality is founded depends on an independent judiciary to authoritatively interpret the law. In the statement, he says, and I quote, "The judiciary and its officers shall not be intimidated to bend the law. It is therefore particularly worrying that senior government officials can make disparaging public pronouncements that seek to undermine the independence of our judicial officers and ultimately the judicial system," end of quote. Mutunga says there are avenues to address discontentment on judicial rulings and that any dissatisfactions should be followed by an appeal. He said choosing not to obey Tuesday's arrest warrant for al-Bashir will mean overthrowing the Constitution. This came as a heated debate on the matter ensued in Parliament, with MPs putting Foreign Affairs Assistant Minister Richard Onyonka to task to explain why the government chose to disregard the court order.
Could you tell us whether the government is therefore saying that the court orders that are executed by our judiciary system therefore do not hold any water when it comes to diplomatic space?
Does your government intend to comply with the order of the High Court of Kenya?
We have appealed the matter. It has not conclusively been decided by the court as to whether that decision is legitimate or it's not.
That in fact the issue of Honorable Bashir is plain and simple. All he needs to do is to keep out of our country and he will not be arrested.
Onyonka said Kenya cannot afford to disregard the African Union and IGAD on the issue, who have called on member countries to ignore ICC's call for Bashir's arrest. He confirmed that the government had appealed against the arrest warrant and that Wetangula had been dispatched to Khartoum to meet al-Bashir. Lilian Mwindo, the news at 9.